And joining me now on the Drive Time podcast is new Dolphins quarterback Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby, how you doing, man?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
I'm happy to have you. We're happy to have you back in South Florida. What's it like to come back home and to bring your football career back full circle here?
It's exciting, to be back home, be in South Florida again, be able to wear shorts in March, and be able to enjoy the sun. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand myself coming up from the north down to Miami to take this job. I wanted to ask you, Jacoby, we've been asking all your new teammates here, the new free agent additions on the Drive Time podcast. You know, football is obviously such a big part of a professional football player's life from the time you were a kid to now. What has football and kind of the experiences you've taken from football meant to you in your life?
Pretty much everything. It's helped me meet so many great people, see so many great things, and experience so many other things in my life that, wouldn't have been possible without football.
Yeah, and we mentioned you're from South Florida coming back home. I was going to ask you, you've got some new teammates there, obviously, and joining some guys that have been here for a while. If you had to suggest like one South Florida experience to the guys, whether it's something to go do for fun or maybe a good restaurant, what would your number one South Florida recommendation be?
I'm not too familiar with South like Miami area, so I got to learn some of those things as well. I'm more Riviera Beach, so I don't really have anything to offer yet.
Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. So, I was going to ask you about the quarterback room, and have you had a chance to meet Charlie Fry yet, and the new quarterbacks coach here?
Yeah, we've met and had a conversation and have a lot of mutual friends that we know, and they've spoke very highly of him. So, excited for the opportunity.
When he talks to you about your potential role here with the Dolphins and what that might be, like what do you think that is, and how do you approach this position coming here and being in the room with a young quarterback like Tua Tagovailoa? What do you think your role is there with Tua and on your own as well in the quarterback room?
It's going to be the same that it's been with every other team. To go out there, compete, be a good teammate, prepare for whatever is called upon me, and then go from there.
So you've come from a wide range of different teams and offensive coaches and philosophies, Jacoby. Obviously, with the Patriots, Colts, and now the Dolphins. How does that veteran experience and kind of being around the block and having that catalog of different concepts, how does that help you at this stage of your career?
You get familiar with a lot of different things. You see how different teams attack different defenses and how different coaches call games and things of that nature. But it all just piles up as more experience at the position and in a position where experience helps and you get to learn more and more. And so I'm excited for this opportunity to be able to learn some more.
And so when it comes to the on the field stuff, if you were going to tell a Dolphins fan, this is the number one thing that I do best, what is your best trait as a quarterback, as a football player that you'd put up against anybody?
That I'm a great teammate.
Fair enough. Great answer. Can't complain with that. So another thing I wanted to ask you, Jacoby, was that I was told that you negotiate your own contracts, and you did that this time around with the Dolphins. What is the benefit of that, and what's that experience like for someone that in a business where a lot of people have agents and someone else that takes care of that type of thing?
Well, I have an advisor, Abram Elam, but for the most part, it gets you the knowledge of being able to understand, what you are doing and what's going on in the contracts and things of that nature. But it gains a different relationship with, ownership and coaches so that that you have to take responsibility for that.
So you mentioned that you were a great teammate on the previous question I asked you, and going back and watching some of your previous plays, Jacoby, one of the ones last year was the Steelers game that you guys scored a touchdown and you came in there and joined the dance party, as it were. I was wondering, are you familiar at all with Christian Wilkins and the way he celebrates touchdowns?
I've seen him, on TV a couple times running in and out, and so I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you're going to be able to join him out there? Like, if you guys are both on the sideline when we score a touchdown, are we going to see both Jacoby and Christian going out there together like a tag team?
We got to make sure you got our helmets on, but we might can do that one or two times.
Do you have any dance routines you might be able to teach the guys, or something new that you can show some flair in the end zone?
Not at all. I kind of just go with the flow of what everybody comes up with the day before and then just jump in where I fit in.
That's perfect. Great to hear. So I asked you earlier about Charlie Fry. What is your experience of being around Coach Flores? I know you were up there in New England with him for one season. What do you know about Coach Flores and what type of coach he is?
I've always known Flo as as an honest person. A great leader. A guy that players can come to and talk to. But somebody that's gonna be fair and do his job at a very high level. I've always had respect for him and was extremely happy when he got his opportunity to be a head coach, and definitely thought, you saw that as when he was in New England. So, definitely excited to be a part of his organization and his team and look forward to it.
How much does that play into your decision to sign here with the Dolphins, to that familiarity with Coach?
That I knew he was going to be honest in a profession. That's all you can ask for, and he exemplifies that. So, I was excited for that opportunity.
A good relationship there with Coach, coming back home for your homecoming. You can't beat that stuff. Jacoby, want to ask you one more question here before we get you out of here. And we've had some interesting answers from your new teammates already in the podcast. Robert Foster's into Magic. Bernardrick McKinney is a big gamer. We talked about some extreme sports with some other guys. And I was curious if there was one trait of Jacoby Brissett off the football field, one thing that fans have to know, a guilty pleasure, maybe an obscure hobby, what's the number one thing you would say?
Probably nothing as crazy as those. I'm not really a gamer. I watch TV and I take naps, so that's about it. Kind of boring.
What's a go-to show? Like, what's your if you're gonna lie down and watch your number one show, what is it?
Probably The Office.
Oh, perfect, great. Yeah, the transported over to the Peacock app. That was a bit of an adjustment, but we're all good there now, right?
Yeah, got you. Yep.
All right, very good. That's all I got for you, Jacoby. Jacoby Brissett, your new Dolphins quarterback. Appreciate your time today, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate it.